I'm going to shock you. I kind of agree with Biden. I don't really think capital gains promote investment as much as advertised out there. And it's hard for me to believe Larry Page and Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos would have said, "Oh my God, the capital gains tax is going to be 35%. I'm not going to try and found Amazon or Google." So I don't have a problem with it.
But you'd probably want to. You wouldn't want to expand entitlements. You'd probably want to fix entitlements and debt with the money
Joe,
we raise.
I'm still a conservative. Don't worry. I don't want to give you a heart attack over there.
But
I would also not be giving tax breaks for buying used corporate jets. I get the new jets. Okay, somebody has to make them. You get employment, you get all that. But used jets, so there's all kinds of stuff in the tax system.
Yeah.
The problem with the capital gains hike, and I don't really know the answer, is it might not raise that much revenue. And,
right.
I'm not into something just because it's fair. But frankly, I think I kind of agree with Biden. But I did want to say this. You know how we could solve inequality very easily of wealth? Just do something disastrous to the economy. The stock market would go down 40%.
Well, that's what worked.
And inequality would drop substantially.
It fell in 2008. That's exactly what happened. We had the biggest decrease in inequality since the 1970s.
And that's the problem with this whole argument today. I mean, a little known fact, because the media doesn't want to put it out there, is real wages have gone up under Trump. It's the first time it's happened, I think, in 40 years. And we all know African-American employment is up because President Trump tells us every 10 minutes. We all know other minorities. And so the bottom is doing better. The problem is the top, the differential is getting even bigger. And even though it's one of the seven deadly sins, one of the most powerful human emotions is envy. So the narrative about inequality is correct, but one piece of the story is left out, is that everybody is doing better. Unfortunately, the people that are really accelerating. So I don't believe the way to solve this is let's just ruin everything, and then everybody will be worse off, but we'll be more
right.
equal.
But the inverse of that, which is that conservatives say, well, growth will solve everything. In fact, during high growth periods, inequality increases. So it doesn't solve inequality. I am shocked, though, that you're saying you would support a higher capital gains rate. You're a guy that I would guess makes a large share of your income from capital gains, right?
I wish. I'm too short term, but I have had substantial capital gains, but it's not.
So has that changed for you? Was there a time when you wouldn't have, but now
I've never been big on.
What should the rate be? What do you think is a fair rate for it? Should it be taxed the same as income, 37%? There was a time when they were the same.
I wouldn't have a problem with that, but then don't tell me you're going to raise the 37 to 50 and it's going up on both of them.
Right.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, they didn't do tax reform. Okay, we did some tax reform in '86. This wasn't tax reform. If anything, the thing became even more complicated.
Yeah.
But I would have no problem with normalizing capital gains. I hope I'm not wrong, because I could be. To me, you don't want to raise any taxes unless you're going to raise revenue. I don't want to raise capital gains taxes because I want to hurt somebody.
Do you think the marginal rate is at the right level right now?
I don't know. I'm a Laffer curve guy. I don't know where we are. You know, we know it's between 0 and 100. I don't know which it is.
But do we need to, you mentioned 70 cents of every dollar. I mean, that's a problem, is it not?
What's 70?
Who's paying
on the
70
entitlements?
On the entitlements. I mean, if we do anything with increased revenue, I mean, spending should still probably be cut, and we need to address entitlements.
We don't even need to cut entitlement spending. We just need to slow them down, or make them grow at zero, and all our problems
the plank
go away.
of the leading 22.
They all went up over 5 or 6% last year, with nominal GDP growth less than that. They're still gaining. And by the way, we haven't even gotten into the really demographic, the gray boom spot I talked about 12 years ago, if you remember. I'm sure you don't. I thought the real consequences won't show up until 2025, 2030. I said this in 2012. Well, it's not 2025 yet, but we're getting there.